Hello everyone. Today we will be learning about reindex and rename function in Python Pandas. So rename and reindex functions are used in Python Pandas, DataFrame and series. So starting with reindex function. So reindex function, it is used to change the order of row and column label. So you want to change their orders. That means the row label which is coming in first, you want it to come on the second or on the third. For that we can use reindex functions. So I'll be showing you with an example. So first we will try with series. So reindex function in series also, it is used to change the order of the row label. Suppose I've created a series as object s1 s1 pd dot series. S should be capital. I am writing pds over here because here I have written import panda as pd. I have given it an alternate name, alias name pd. So this name, instead of writing pandas dot series, I can write pd over here, and then I will create a list. I have created a list 89.34 44. So this is just a list that I have created. S1. So this is my value part and this is my row label. Okay, first we will change the row label. Then I will show you how to change the order using reindex function. So let's change the label. Let's assign them a different label, row label. So I will assign them a different row label with the help of index argument a, b, c, d. There are 5 values a, b, c, d and e. Okay, that's it. So when I will type s1, s1 is my series, and a, b, c, d, e, these are my row labels and these are the values, right? So now suppose I want to change the order of the row label. I want that e should be displayed on the first, a should be displayed at the end, c should come next to e. That means I want to change the order in which the rows are being displayed. So for that, let's take another series object s2 s1 dot reindex, and then the order in which you want to display it. Reindex spelling, let's correct it. I want to display e on the top, values will remain same, and then I want b should be displayed, and after b I want c, and then I want d, and at the end I want to display a. So this will be my new order in which the data will be displayed, and it will be stored in s2, new series object s2. First a will come, the values associated with e, then b, value associated with b, then c, then d, and at the end a. So let's try it. Let's press enter key. So when I will type s2, now you can see the values, you can see the output. Earlier it was a, b, c, d, e, now it's e, b, c, d, a. So this is the new order of the row that I have assigned in s2. So s2 is a new series object that I have created, and in this series object I have changed the order of the row label. So this way you can change the order of the row label with the help of reindex function. So reindex function, it is used to change the order in which you want the row labels to be displayed. That means you can change the order of the rows. As simple as that. Now coming to the rename function. Now with the help of reindex, you can change the order of the row labels, but suppose you want to change their name. I want the name of a to be changed to 1, b to be changed to 2. So if you want to change the name of the row labels, for that we will be using rename function. So if I want to create, suppose this is my S1 series object, I want in that instead of A 1 should be displayed, instead of C 2 should be displayed. So the procedure for that is that S1 dot rename, I will type rename, and then index equal to, now here you have to create a dictionary. Instead of, first you have to write the order row label. Instead of A I want 10, okay, and instead of C I want, okay, let's make it 20. Now all of you know, as you know that in dictionary we have a key and a value part, key and a value part, okay. So this key part should be the older row label that you want to change, and the value part should be the new row label that you want to assign to the old one. So instead of A here 10 will come, 10 will be displayed instead of A, and instead of C 20 will be displayed. So with the help of rename, what we can do, we can change the name of the row label. So as soon as I press enter, so you can see the output 10, B, 20, D and E. Here we have changed the row labels, right. So this is the output, this will be displayed as an output, but when I will press S1 it will display the same older value. Or what you can do, you can assign a new variable, new series object S3, and then the whatever values you have changed you can assign to that new series object. Now S1 it will display the same older values, but S3 it will show the new values. I have assigned A 10 and C 20, then the new updated values will be displayed or will be stored in S3, because I have written S3 equal to S1 dot rename. So whatever changes you have done, that will be done permanently and it will be stored in S3. S2 S1 the same older values will be displayed, but suppose you want to make changes in S1 itself. I don't want to create a separate series object, I want to do changes in S1 itself. So if you want to do changes in the series object S1, then you have to write over here one more argument in place equal to true, T capital. So when you write the command or the argument in place true, means you want to do changes in the original object itself. So here whatever changes we have done, it will be applied to the original object, that is S1. So let's go for it. So when I will print S1, so you can see that whatever values you have made changed, whatever values you have changed, that is applied to the original object which is S1. You can also give the command print S1, it will display the same output. So this is the use of rename. Again, if you want to change it, change the row labels. I want that where it was 10 and I want it to be Rav, right. So let's try it, and where it was C I want it to be 30. I'm writing over here in place true, so it will make changes in the original object itself. The original object will be updated. So S1 will be updated, so wherever it was 10, RAV would be displayed over there. So RAV is coming in place of 10, and in place of C, where there was, sorry, there is no C over here, so nothing is happening because I have written over here C30, because there is no C here, so you won't find any changes because there is no row label named C. But suppose there is one called E. In E I want R, and in, since 20 is a number, I can directly write 20. If there is a string, if 20 would be have been a string value, I have to write it inside double quotes, like I am writing E over here. E is a string character, so I am putting double or single quotes. You can either put double quotes or you can also put single quotes also. So since 20 is a number, I am just writing 20. Instead of 20 I want it to be 200. So I'm writing in place true. In place true means whatever changes is been made, it will be done in the S1 itself, that is the original object. So it's invalid. Let's see why it's invalid. I forgot to close the dictionary. So you have to be very careful. Like see over here, I've started the dictionary but I haven't closed it. So you have to close the dictionary also. Let's close the dictionary. You have to close it over here. Now I've closed the dictionary. Now you won't find any error. So S1. So where it was E, instead of E, you can see earlier it was E. Earlier it was E over here. See, you can see the E, and instead of E, I have made the changes that it should be R. So it has changed it to R. And so where it was 20, now it's 200 over there. So this way, with the help of rename, you can change the name of the row label, and with the help of reindex, you can change the order of the row index in series. Now we will come to the data frame. In data frame, with the help of reindex, we can change the order of the column level as well as the row level, and with the help of rename, you can change the name of the row label and the column levels. So let's create a data frame first. Okay, like so, let's create a data frame. I've copied a data frame. I've created a dictionary. Now with the help of this dictionary, I will create a data frame D. Suppose the name of the data frame is D equal to pd dot data. In data frame, D and F should be capital table. So D is my data frame. Now I want to change the label. These are my label. Okay, this is the label that I have, row label. Now suppose I want to change the order of the row label. I want that 4 should be on top, followed by 2, then 3, then 1, then 0. That means ordering of the row that I want to change. For that I will be using reindex. Let's take a data frame object df. You can take any other valid object, data frame object as a name. Data frame object name df equal to d dot reindex, and then the order of the index, in the order in which you want the row label to be displayed. I want that first 3 should come, followed by 2, then 0, then 1, and at the end 4. So 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the row labels are there. Now let's press enter. Print df. So here we go. So now you can see that I have changed the order of the row labels. These are your row labels. Row labels. First 3 will come, then 2, then 0, then 1, and at the end 4. So what we can see over here, or what we are seeing over here, that means here we have changed the row labels. Earlier row label where the order of row labels were 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have made it changes to 3, 2, 0, 1, 4. This is because due to the use of reindex function. Now the values that you are seeing over here, these are the labels. These are not row index. Okay, these are not the row index number. These are the labels. You can change the label, name of the labels also. But suppose I am printing, I have given the command df dot iloc, as all of you know that iloc, it is used to access a particular value. If I am writing over here 0, comma 0, so it will access the first value, that is row label whose row index number is 0, then a column whose index number is 0. When I am writing iloc, it means index number. First the row index number which is having 0 value, and after comma the column row index number which is having 0, that particular value will be displayed. So I am giving this command, it will display Vijay, because this is the row label but not the row index number. Row index number will always be 0. The first row will have index number, always it will be 0. This will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3, and this will be 4. Same case goes over here. Even if you change the order, the first one will have the row index number 0, followed by 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. So here, even if we change the order of the index, row index, the first row will always have the row index number 0. Second row will always have the row index number 1. So this is my first row. First row will always have the row index number 0. This row will have index number 0. Second row will have index number 1. This row will have index number 2, and so on. Row index number and the column index number will not change. As per the order, it will remain same. The first one will always have, first row will always have row index number 0. First column will always have row index number 0, followed by 1, 2, and 3. So you can see when I'm the name of that data frame, the earlier in which we were working was DF, and now if I press D, and let's change the row label, let's change the, let's rename that label, row label of this. If you want to rename, you have to create a dictionary, index equal to wherever it was 0, I want it should be M. Where it was 1, I want that, so when it was 1. So with the help of rename, we can change the or rename the row label. The row label I am talking about, not the row index number. Row index number will always start from 0. You can't change that, but the row index label we can change. The number 0, 1, 2, 3 over here that you are seeing, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3, 2, 1, 0, 4 over here that you are seeing, these are the row label. These are not the row index number. These are the row index label only. Label, not the index number. Index number will always be 0, that you can't change, but the index label, row index label, or the column index number, these values, these you can change. So here I am changing the row index label. So instead of 1, I want N, M, N, and instead of 2, I want it should be O, and instead of 3, P, and at the end, okay, I forgot to put a colon over here, and in place of 4, I want it should be small q. Okay, you have to close the dictionary and then the small bracket. So you can see over here I've changed the value, but if I want to change in the original object, because when I will press D, it will show me the original all data. If I want to do changes in the D object itself, this object in which we are working, or the data frame in which I am working, so I have to write over here in place equal to, or you can assign this and store it in a separate data frame object, true. So when I will write the command in place equal to true, or the argument in place equal to true, whatever changes I am doing, it will be applied to the current database object. That is, it will be assigned to the object in which I am working in. I am working on D object. Whatever changes I have done, it will be applied to the D itself. So data frame D, whatever changes I have made, it has been applied on the data frame in which I am working. So here also, if I'll give the command print, suppose I am giving the command DILOC. d dot iloc and 0 0 comma 0. So when I am writing iloc, I have to write the index number. So first I will write the index number, not the index label, index number. I am talking about index number. So index number 0 and the column index number also 0. So as I have already told you, the index number always starts with 0. So the row index number, so M is having index number 0, N is having index number 1, O is having index number 2, and so on. Same case over here. Name is having index number 0, age is having column index number 1, weight is having column index number 2. So when I am writing 0 0, it will display this value. This is Vishal. So let's press enter and see. So it is displaying Vishal. So instead of writing, if you don't want to use iloc to display a particular object, you can also write loc. But when you are writing loc, you have to write the row label M and the column label name, not the index number, name, right? So here M is the row index label and name is the column index label. So when I will press enter, it will display the same output, Vishal. Okay, not D, it was D. And I have already also created one more data frame. It was DF. Okay. So as I have already told you, with the help of reindex, I can change the order of the row. That means the order in which I want to display the row labels. Also, I can change the order in which I want to display the column, the values of the column. So we have already tried how to change the order of the row in a data frame. Now we will be doing how to change the order of the columns using reindex function. So suppose I want to change the order of the columns in my data frame df. I want to show runs code first. I want to show runs code followed by name and then weight. Only these three things I want to display: runs code, name, and then weight. So I can write over here. Let's create one more data frame object, df2. If you want to work on the current, if you want to do the changes in the current data frame, then you have to write in place equal to true. In place equal to true. T should be capital. So that we have already tried. You can see the videos. Name of this is data frame is df dot reindex, and then column. You have to write columns, reindex columns. If you want to do the reindexing of the row, you need not write columns, just you have to write reindex. If you are doing the reindexing of the or reordering of your row, then you just have to write this for 0 and 1. You don't have to write rows. Now this is the method for doing the reindexing of the or reordering of the columns. But if you want to do the reordering of your columns, for that you have to write data frame object name dot data frame name dot reindex and then columns within brackets columns, columns, S is important, columns, and then the order in which you want to display the columns. I want to display first runs code, and then I want to display name. Okay, sorry, name, and then I want to display height. Okay, these are the three values that I want to display. So it will store these three values and all the rows in a separate data frame object that will be df2. So let's try df2. So in df2 it is only showing runs code, name and height in the order in which I have specified and all their values. in the same row along with their row labels. So this is the use of reindex. So with the help of reindex or reindexing, we call it reindexing. So with the help of reindex function, we can change the order in which we want to display the rows and or the columns. So I hope this is clear to you. And now we will be changing the name of the columns. We have already changed or renamed the name of the label. Now we will be renaming the name of the columns same way as we have renamed the row labels. So if you want to rename the column labels, you have to write df, name of this data frame is df because name of this data frame is df. So df dot rename, and then columns you have to write. You have to rename the columns column. If you want to rename the index, so you have to write index. If you want to rename the columns, you have to write columns, and then equal to, then you have to create a dictionary. So instead of name, I want it should be emp name, and then instead of this runs code runsure, since it is very long, I want that only runs should be displayed, runs. So I am making changes in only these two. So wherever it finds name, instead of name, emp name will come over there, and wherever it finds runs code over here, runs code, instead of runs code, run, it will replace it with run. So let's go for it. Press enter key. df4, we have made changes in df4. So see, this was my df. In df it was runs code, I have changed it to runs, and it was name over here, and I have changed it to emp name. So this way you can change the row labels and the column labels with the help of rename functions. And for changing their order of the row label or the column labels, you have to use the reindex function. And rename function, it is used to change the name of the row labels and the column label, not the index number. Index number will always start with 0. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. There is one more method for changing the name of the column. Suppose I want to change the column of df, so I can directly write df dot column, columns, columns, and then I provide all the names of all the columns, name, and instead of age I want employee age, and instead of weight I want employee weight, weight. Instead of height I want employee height, and instead of runs code I want total runs. Okay, let's press enter. df, so I have made change in the df. So here you have to write the this df is the name of the data frame, and these are the columns. I have assigned new values to the new names to the columns. Where it was name, it has been replaced with name. Age has been replaced with age. Weight has been replaced with weight. Height has been replaced with height, and runs code has been replaced with total runs. So you can see the changes over here. So you can also use this method, but when you are using this method, you have to, by using this method, you can change the names of all the columns at one go. But if you want to make changes in selective, only in selective columns. For that it is better you use the function called rename. If you skip any one of the columns over here, it will lead to an error. Like for example, I will skip, suppose I have skipped these two, press enter, it will lead to an error. Okay, because it is mismatching. You have entered only 3 column name over here, but in actually there are 5. So if you want, if you are with the help of df.column, if you are statement, if you are using this statement df.columns, you have to change the names of all the columns. You have to write the names of all the columns. But if you want to do changes or rename the selective columns only, so it is better you use the function called rename. So in these videos we have learned the use of rename and reindex function. So once again, the reindex function, it is used to change the order of the row or column index label, right? So we want to change the order of the row or the column index label, we will use reindex function. And if you want to change the name of the row or the column index label, if you want to change their names, only the names of the row or column index label, we will use the rename function. So I hope this is clear to you. So you can watch this video and again, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and keep on watching the videos that I will be posting.